In the middle of the ancient forest stood a tree, so old that its roots were rooted in the memories of the earth. At night, when the moonlight rested on its leaves, it seemed as if the tree was breathing, and its whispers were telling secrets in the ears of time. People said that this tree spoke, but only to those who had the courage to listen. In this forest lived a night owl. His name was Nira. Nira was not like ordinary owls. There was a gleam of curiosity in his eyes and a fire of questions in his heart. While the other owls silently guarded the night, Nira would fly around after old stories. He wanted to know why this tree whispered and to whom. That night the moon was full. There was a slight dampness in the air and a sweet echo in the silence. Nira sat on the lowest branch of the ancient tree. As soon as he bowed his head, a faint voice came from within the bark of the tree. "He who is lost looks for a way to return." Nira was startled. He folded his wings and leaned towards the voice. There was a crack in the middle of the bark. Nira opened it slightly with his beak, and an old, crumpled scroll came out from inside, tied with silver thread, and a crescent moon was formed on the seal. As the scroll opened, the words seemed to awaken. It was the story of a forgotten royal line, a line whose last heir was a princess, forgotten by time. It was written that Princess Aileen was the heir to the Moonlight. With her presence, the night would be safe, and the balance between the kingdoms would be maintained. But the balance had been broken. At the end of the scroll, there was a mention of a shadow, a rival kingdom that wanted its old supremacy over the Moonlight back. She was growing like a shadow, and her armies were silently gathering near the borders. Nira closed the scroll. Her heart was pounding. This was not just a story. There was fear and hope in the whispers of the tree. Nira looked up at the sky. The moon seemed to have stopped looking at her. The next night, Nira gathered the rest of the owls. These were the curious owls of the night, the ones who asked questions, who found their way even in the dark. Nira showed the scroll, heard the voice of the tree, and named Princess Aileen. "We must find her," Nira said. "Why?" one of the owls asked. "Because if we don't find her, the night will be taken away from us," Nira replied. The journey began, across moonlit rivers, through silent mountain paths, and to ruins where time had closed its doors. Shadows grew with every step, sometimes the distant clang of metal, sometimes the neighing of horses, the signs of a rival kingdom. Finally, they reached the ruins of an old palace. There, by the broken steps, sat a girl, the moon's coolness in her eyes and the same crescent moon on her forehead, Aileen. Tears welled up in Aileen's eyes as she saw the scroll. "I didn't run away," she said softly. "I was hidden, so there wouldn't be war. But war is coming anyway." At that moment, the clouds covered the sky. Shadows took a step forward. The armies of the rival kingdom had reached the edge of the Moonlight. The decision was near. The whisper of an ancient tree echoed in the forest. "He who hears changes." After that night, Nira was no longer just an owl. She became a guardian of stories, and the ancient tree whispers still to those who listen with their hearts.